We live in Huntsville, Alabama, and there's one defining thing that makes us great. And it's not the rockets, or the engineering companies, or the parks, or the food, or even our breweries. It's our people that make us great. These people. We think they're worth celebrating, worth promoting. So tune in and have a drink with us.
This is Tom, and welcome to another episode of No Huntsville. All right, we have a great show for you today. Today we got Chad Emerson from downtown Huntsville Inc. We got Cameron Prince, star of the new Discovery Channel show Telsa Deathray. We also have Holtz Leather with musical guest Mambo Gris Gris. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with Chad Emerson. All right.
Free to Teach provides free resources to teachers in Madison County's 3 public school systems. These resources are available to more than 3,800 full-time classroom teachers and their 52,000 students, improving the educational experience of our children and strengthening our community's future workforce. To help support, lace up your shoes for the Paper Chase 5K race on February 24th. Run, walk, or jog and give back by supporting our teachers and students. Visit freetoteach.org or our Facebook page for more info. Brought to you by Jerry Damson Honda.
Well, it's a one for the money, 2 for the show.
Broadway's $1 Million Quartet is the international smash hit musical inspired by the true story of the jam session that brought Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley together for the first and only time. It's the music you'll remember and the story you'll never forget.
See $1 Million Quartet at the Von Braun Center February 16th through the 18th. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Yo soy el canoero que rema, rema y que rema, rema. Yo soy el canoero que rema, rema y que rema, rema. Buscando la vecindad que es mi morena. La busco para darle cosita buena.
Welcome back to No Huntsville. Let's thank our sponsors, of course, Straight Tail and Fret Shop. I'm here with Chad Emerson from downtown Huntsville Inc. to once again talk about all the great stuff that's happening downtown Huntsville. Chad, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us. It's been like a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah,
so.
You've been on before, but I think a lot has happened between last time you were on and now. And we got the 5th anniversary of DHI. Was this month, right?
Yeah, so this month in January, we will have celebrated our 5th anniversary. So half a decade of DHI. It's hard to believe it's gone by that fast.
Nice. So tell us some of the big things that are happening in downtown Huntsville.
So obviously there's lots of development going on. If you go down by Big Spring Park, you'll see the new AC by Marriott Hotel going vertical.
Right.
Looks fantastic. It's going to be just right on the park. It's going to create a real sense of, as you go around the park, a sense of space. And right next to it, you're going to have Wahlburgers and a new food hall and eventually some new lofts. So,
and when you say eventually, when is all that supposed to probably happen?
Yeah, so there's like a phase 1, the hotel, the Wahlburgers, and the food hall, which I think is supposed to open in the next 12 to 18 months. And then phase 2 is the lofts with some additional retail, and I believe they start this fall.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. I think downtown continually gets better, more shops, more places to open, more things for people to go do downtown, and that's what Downtown Huntsville Inc. is all about, right? I mean, that's what you guys are there to do, help cultivate more things going on, right?
Yeah, so we had our annual meeting and awards earlier in January.
Right, yeah, I saw that.
And we had the Downtown Projects of the Year and Events of the Year. And the first year we did it, we had like 4 nominees. Now we have more things going on that can be nominees.
Right.
And so the list is just long. There's like 7 projects of the year. Preservation Company won, Amazing Space.
Right, so you know what? I want to learn a little more about Preservation Company. What is that exactly, for people that don't know?
So Jason and Krista Butler, really interesting people. Took the old, where Renaissance Theater was on Meridian. Used to actually be the commissary for Lincoln Mill when it was a mill. And they've renovated into this architectural antique store. You go in there and find old bars, old doors. A lot of people like the distressed wood. And then right next to it is Holtz Leather.
Yes.
And so they're a really cool artisan leather group. So it's a great space, and that's where we're holding our 5th anniversary party, or may have held it by then.
By now, yeah.
Yeah. But really.
Just one more example of the kind of projects that are going on in downtown Huntsville, right?
It's the kind of thing we say that if you could put it in Nashville or Atlanta, it would still be super cool.
And it would do well.
Yeah.
And it would do well, right?
That's right.
Well, it's really cool, and I like that I like that there's somebody in charge of making sure this stuff happens and more stuff is happening like that, and I think that's what DHI is all about, and it's what you're all about. So anything else that people should know about Downtown Huntsville Inc. coming up here soon?
Yeah, well, you can always go to downtownhuntsville.org and get all our information on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. But Paddle the Canal is coming back, and I know you're a paddler, right?
I am,
you got a kayak?
Right. Me and my girlfriend, right?
Great. Well, it's coming back this year in April, and it's got a really interesting twist. Our returning sponsor is Redstone Federal Credit Union.
All right.
Thanks to Mary Grace and Joe and all their team. If you're a Redstone Federal Credit member,
which I am,
free paddling this year. That's a savings like $40.
That's awesome. One more reason to be a Redstone
member.
member.
Get your Redstone account. It's cheaper than paddling.
That's pretty awesome. Again, one more event that makes downtown Huntsville really great. I love that you're kind of cultivating that and be the catalyst for it. And I think you're doing great. Thanks, Chad. Thank you so much for coming on the show, buddy.
Man, enjoyed it as always.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Te va a matar. Te va a matar. Te va a matar. Te va a matar.
Free to Teach provides free resources to teachers in Madison County's 3 public school systems. These resources are available to more than 3,800 full-time classroom teachers and their 52,000 students, improving the educational experience of our children and strengthening our community's future workforce. To help support, lace up your shoes for the Paper Chase 5K race on February 24th. Run, walk, or jog and give back by supporting our teachers and students. Visit freetoteach.org or our Facebook page for more info. Brought to you by Jerry Damson Honda.
Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
Broadway's $1 Million Quartet is the international smash hit musical inspired by the true story of the jam session that brought Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley together for the first and only time. It's the music you'll remember and the story you'll never forget.
See $1 Million Quartet at the Von Braun Center February 16th through the 18th. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
By Joe, we gotta go me oh mile. We gotta go in the P-road down the bayou. My on the street is one lane. Son of the gun, gonna have big fun.
Welcome back to Know Huntsville. Let's thank our sponsors, Straight to Ale, and of course, the Fret Shop. I'm excited. We are here with local Tesla historian, Cameron Prince. He's the star of the new Discovery series, which is Telsa Deathray. I got it right?
You got it.
Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
Glad
very excited. I've watched a couple episodes. It's really interesting, but for people that don't have any background on the man Tesla, give us a little bit of summary of who he was and how that twisted into a brand new show that you're a star of.
Okay, so Tesla was the greatest American inventor.
Okay.
He invented AC power, which we use every day.
Do we?
He invented the radio.
Wow.
He invented remote control. Fluorescent lighting,
X-rays.
radar, X-ray.
Wow,
I mean, the list goes on and on.
On and on, right? So you kind of been a fan of his, historian of his, since you were little, right?
Yeah, 11 years old, I learned about Tesla, and I've been studying him ever since.
Okay. So how did your love for this guy and being a historian kind of morph into the show that you now got on Discovery Channel?
Well, in 2009, I started a website called Tesla Universe.
Okay.
And this site is about all things Tesla, articles, photographs, a timeline, you name it. If you want to know about Tesla, it's this website. So I've been running that for several years.
Okay.
And when people want to know about Tesla or want to do something about Tesla, I pop up on Google.
Oh, right, okay.
So they find me.
All right.
And that kind of led into this.
And then you got approached about doing the show.
Absolutely.
And the premise of the show is that Tesla was developing this kind of mass destruction weapon, right?
He was. In the early 1920s, Tesla noticed what was going around on in the world with war and everything.
Sure, yeah.
And he's like, I want to do something about this. I want to use my intellect. What can I do to help mankind?
Okay.
So he wanted to develop a weapon that was so powerful that no one would even be able to compete with it. So he would just basically end war.
Okay. So you could either do it by, it's a deterrent, or it could actually end war quickly by being devastating.
Exactly.
Okay, all
One
right.
way or the other, he's going to end war.
All right, and so the premise of your show is to kind of explore that, find out where he was in that kind of creation of this weapon, and then there's some kind of questions about his death and stuff like that, right? So
Right.
you guys are kind of doing the whole timeline, going back from the beginning, finding what he did, and then how it, and then you're also building, you're trying to build one of his things, right? So
Yes,
tell me
we're
about that.
building our own death ray. We're looking for plans and information to complete what Tesla started, and we're
Right.
making our own version of it.
All right, so again, being a historian, knowing a lot about the guy, what did you kind of learn about him throughout your series that surprised you, that was kind of like, oh, I didn't know that, now I do because I did this show?
Well, the FBI recently declassified documents on Tesla,
Right.
and that was that kind of was the premise of how the show got started.
Oh, okay, right.
So we're basically deconstructing these FBI files, and we're following up all these leads to try to learn more about the death ray and find more information to help us build our own version of it.
And you're no stranger to building things around Tesla. You brought this. This is what now? This is the Tesla gun.
This is a Tesla gun.
You built this.
I did.
And what does this thing do?
It shoots lightning.
It shoots
It's
lightning.
a gun that shoots lightning.
Now, did he ever develop anything specifically like this? Like
well,
this size and stuff like that, or no?
Well, he built coils of all different sizes,
Mhm.
but not particularly one that was on a pistol grip like this one.
That
So-
was kind of your invention.
Yeah.
Building upon his stuff, right?
Right. So, we wanted to have a coil that was portable, and what better way to do it and have it
gun form.
Yeah. So, it's basically a big toy that shoots lightning, but it's a lot of fun. It's very unique.
Awesome. So when this airs, you have one more episode, the biggest episode coming out, right? Tell me when that comes on.
That is February 1st.
February 1st is a Tuesday,
Tuesday
right?
night,
What
9
time?
o'clock.
And they find that in the Discovery Channel.
That's right.
Very exciting. And then they can find all the episodes on Discovery Channel's website.
Right.
And then also links from your website. What was your website again?
TeslaUniverse.com.
What I've seen so far, it's a great show. It's a very interesting man, obviously. I think more people should go out and check out your website. Also check out Discovery's, watch it. And I'm kind of excited. You're talking about hopes of another series coming out, right?
So far the ratings have been really good, and there's already talk about a season 2. So who knows? We'll
Pretty
see
awesome.
what
Cameron,
happens.
thanks for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. Everybody check this guy out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
For tonight I'm gonna see Mama shelling me up. Pick a guitar, drink fruit jar, and be gay. Son of a gun, gonna have big fun on the bayou.
Free to Teach provides free resources to teachers in Madison County's 3 public school systems. These resources are available to more than 3,800 full-time classroom teachers and their 52,000 students, improving the educational experience of our children and strengthening our community's future workforce. To help support, lace up your shoes for the Paper Chase 5K race on February 24th. Run, walk, or jog and give back by supporting our teachers and students. Visit freetoteach.org or our Facebook page for more info. Brought to you by Jerry Damson Honda.
Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
Broadway's $1 Million Quartet is the international smash hit musical inspired by the true story of the jam session that brought Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley together for the first and only time. It's the music you'll remember and the story you'll never forget.
See $1 Million Quartet at the Von Braun Center February 16th through the 18th. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Welcome back to Know Huntsville. I'm excited because we are here with Rick and Colleen. We're at the Holtz Leather Company, which is considered downtown Huntsville, off Meridian, right?
That's right.
And this is a brand new shop in an old mill sort of building, but just producing just beautiful products here in leather and a whole bunch of different other things. But I'll let you guys kind of tell you what you guys are trying to do.
Sure. We make fine leather goods, products like wallets, portfolios, journals, belts, and we make it all here in Huntsville.
So all the manufacturing is right upstairs, right?
Manufacturing is
Right,
all
nice.
upstairs, that's right. And we also have a large family. We have 6 kids, and they're all a part of the business.
They're all part of the business.
Everybody takes an active role in it, whether it's carrying boxes out to the postman or helping out with the books or things like that.
And again, the product line that you have is massive. So it's just portfolios and wallets and belts and bags and all kinds of stuff. But in addition to having that kind of wide range, you also do personalization to it too, right?
That's correct. Yes, we personalize all of our products. We want, there's something special when you get a journal. Like my wife has a journal from her great-grandfather, and it still has his name on the journal.
Oh, right, yeah.
And how special that is when you can open that journal up and you can flip through it. But his name being on the outside is a special touch, and you can't get that done anywhere. I mean, that's not something you'll find in a big box store. It's,
sure, yeah.
That's something that's done with great care and detail, and we do that.
And the cool thing about it being in Huntsville, you can come on down here and see the product shelf, hold them in your hand, see the textures and stuff, and then get something really personal for somebody or yourself.
That's right, and you don't have to wait for it as well. We do all our personalization in the shop,
Right
so
in here.
it's all done right here.
Well, I'm excited. You're going to give me a tour for the rest of the
Yes,
place. So,
yeah,
would you guys
absolutely.
give me a tour?
Yes.
All right, let's do this.
Sounds good. So the first part of the process of making fine leather goods is really the quality of the product that you use. And we use full grain American cowhides. All of our tanning and everything is done inside the U.S. And it's the best leather that money can buy. Most things that you see in the marketplace are genuine leather. And genuine leather is basically they feed these cowhides through a huge splitter, and the scrap that falls off the bottom would be sprayed and stamped to look like full grain leather, and that's genuine leather. But we incorporate all of the elements of the hide into the product. So, for example, you can see here this one has a brand that's been branded, and that's a Cattleman's brand. And what we love to do, we love to take Cattleman's brands and then we incorporate it into the product. Like this is a journal that we use, and then we've taken the Cattleman's brand and put it into the product. It just makes it a unique, one-of-a-kind piece that you can't find anywhere else. But all of this starts really in prototyping, and that's what this area is. This is our prototyping area where we start brainstorming ideas. Like right now, this is a product that we're working on. This is a pipe roll, and as you can see, everything is hand cut. Everything we're doing is just really testing. We wanted to get something that I would be proud to carry, proud to use, and then we'll prototype what we think works best, and then we'll road test it. We'll just use it and use it and use it until we feel very confident in the quality of the product. And then from there, once we have this done, then we'll have dies made, component dies, and that's what these are. These are steel rule dies that are used to cut the leather out. So we'll use much like a cookie cutter. So like cutting Christmas cookies. You'll lay it on the hide, and we have a large press that clicks all these out, and then we get all of our component pieces, and then we stitch all those pieces together.
And you do that all here?
All here. Everything is here.
All right, so you're going to show us more upstairs?
Yeah, let's go upstairs.
All right,
I'll show you. So this is where the magic happens. This is our production facility. This is where we make everything. Everything comes over in component pieces. From that point, it goes over into stitching, and stitching will spend time gluing the product. Then they'll stitch the product, and they'll burn the product. There's a constant rotation in the product, and that is for the benefit of our employees. When I started out doing a lot of the stitching, I knew that the last thing I wanted to do is be a sweatshop. We didn't want to sit at a stitching machine for
hours
8
doing
hours.
one thing
over and over again. So we've created the work environment to be a rotation, because that's what I enjoy, a little breakup of the work. And, you spend a little time stitching, you spend some time gluing, you spend some time burning the product, and then you're on to your next product. And so it just adds a good variety. And then from there, it goes to packaging, where we package all of our products. We have a specific packaging. We like to go above and beyond for our customer. We don't tell them.
A gift.
Yeah, it's like a gift, and that's what we want it to be. We want it to be an experience, because so much of our product we sell online, and the customer gets it, we want to wow them. So we don't advertise that, but all of our products are packaged in a cotton bag that goes inside a nice box that just has a really good presentation feel to it. But before it even gets to that point, before it goes out the door, we personalize all of our products, and we use type font that would have been used in the early 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s, and we heat that up to about 280, 300 degrees, and we actually burn it into the leather with your name or initial. It's a neat process. I think it's one of the most unique parts of the business. One of my favorite things that we do is personalizing our products.
All right, that does it for this episode. If more people want to find out information about Holtz Leather Company, where would they go?
Best place to go would be our website. That's holtzleather.com, HOLTZ. LEATHER.com, or come visit us here at our retail shop.
Right downstairs.
Right downstairs, we have our retail shop. That's 1214 Meridian Street.
Everybody in Huntsville should come down and check this place out. Just look at the building, it's amazing, but to see some of their products and how personalized they are, they're just amazing. So guys, thanks for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. And everybody check these guys out.
Rise and fine pralines. Get some loving that satisfies back down in New Orleans.
Free to Teach provides free resources to teachers in Madison County's 3 public school systems. These resources are available to more than 3,800 full-time classroom teachers and their 52,000 students, improving the educational experience of our children and strengthening our community's future workforce. To help support, lace up your shoes for the Paper Chase 5K race on February 24th. Run, walk, or jog and give back by supporting our teachers and students. Visit freetoteach.org or our Facebook page for more info. Brought to you by Jerry Damson Honda.
Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
Broadway's $1 Million Quartet is the international smash hit musical inspired by the true story of the jam session that brought Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley together for the first and only time. It's the music you'll remember and the story you'll never forget.
See $1 Million Quartet at the Von Braun Center February 16th through the 18th. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Hi, I'm Melissa Rodriguez with Rebel Events Agency, your professional party planner. And here are some expert tips on how to throw an epic Super Bowl party. In order to throw an awesome party, you gotta spend a little extra time on details. Consider renting a projector for your home or reserve a tap room with a big screen TV for you and your friends. If you are setting up a food station, go the extra mile and purchase food warmers. There's nothing worse than reaching over and grabbing cold chicken wings. Pre-order a custom keg from one of your favorite breweries. Name it and serve it at your party. Just make sure it's drinkable. If you plan on having a ton of people over, a portable restroom isn't out of the question. They have fancy ones now with washing stations. Believe me, people will love it. And that's how you host an epic Super Bowl party. Follow me on Facebook or Instagram at Rebel Events Agency for more tips, or just call me for a free consultation. See you next time.
All right, coming from the Fret Shop, ladies and gentlemen, Mambo Gris Gris.
Well, enough alone. I should have known better than to jump through a ring of fire. I should have known better than to shoot with some guns for hire. Should have known better than repeating everything I see. I should have known better, but now it don't mean a thing deep down inside. I got a heart to steal. I'll take the pain. Turn it into something real. Deep down inside, got a heart to go. It's too late to change the past. Be the first to admit it. Should have left well enough alone. I should have known better than to sit back and watch it burn. I should have known better than stick to the rules I learned. Should have known better than to stare down a voodoo queen. Should have known better, but now it don't mean a damn thing deep down inside. I'll take the pain. Turn it into something real. Deep down inside, got a heart to go. It's too late to change the past. Be the first to admit it. Should have left well enough.
Free to Teach provides free resources to teachers in Madison County's 3 public school systems. These resources are available to more than 3,800 full-time classroom teachers and their 52,000 students, improving the educational experience of our children and strengthening our community's future workforce. To help support, lace up your shoes for the Paper Chase 5K race on February 24th. Run, walk, or jog and give back by supporting our teachers and students. Visit freetoteach.org or our Facebook page for more info. Brought to you by Jerry Damson Honda.
Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
Broadway's $1 Million Quartet is the international smash hit musical inspired by the true story of the jam session that brought Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley together for the first and only time. It's the music you'll remember and the story you'll never forget.
See $1 Million Quartet at the Von Braun Center February 16th through the 18th. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Hi, I'm Melissa Rodriguez with Rebel Events Agency, your professional party planner, and here are some expert tips on how to throw an epic Super Bowl party. In order to throw an awesome party, you gotta spend a little extra time on details. Consider renting a projector for your home or reserve a tap room with the big screen TV for you and your friends. If you are setting up a food station, go the extra mile and purchase food warmers. There's nothing worse than reaching over and grabbing cold chicken wings. Pre-order a custom keg from one of your favorite breweries. Name it and serve it at your party. Just make sure it's drinkable. If you plan on having a ton of people over, a portable restroom isn't out of the question. They have fancy ones now with washing stations. Believe me, people will love it. And that's how you host an epic Super Bowl party. Follow me on Facebook or Instagram at Rebel Events Agency for more tips, or just call me for a free consultation. See you next time.
Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
Broadway's $1 Million Quartet is the international smash hit musical inspired by the true story of the jam session that brought Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley together for the first and only time. It's the music you'll remember and the story you'll never forget.
See $1 Million Quartet at the Von Braun Center February 16th through the 18th. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
All right, that's it for No Huntsville. Please check us out on nohuntsville.com. Like us on Facebook and on Twitter. And if you want to be on the show or be a sponsor of the show, contact us at info@nohuntsville.com. We'll see you next time.